Now that looks like a hydrant that'll never run out of pressure.
Hey, what's up YouTube land? MGO here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the TFC Toys Hydrant. So here we are, and there he is, and first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. So here it is, you got a nice piece of artwork there of a Hydrant, yes, part of the Prometheus team. On this side of the box, you have a picture of Hydrant. On the other side of the box, you have that same piece of artwork. On the back of the box, you have your obligatory product shots, does this, that, the other, and all that good stuff. That is basically it for the packaging. Boom. Moving right along. Oh, of course, before I forget, because I always do, the most exciting part, collector's card! Yay! That same piece of artwork there. Deck specs. Whoopee. So you have that. So, moving right along here, we have Hydrant. They're not Hotspot. And he is very cool. Very, very cool. I dig this figure very, very much. As you can see, he is a nice blue fire truck. Very cool. Fire and Rescue Ladder 34. Lots of nice silver detailings throughout in the hubcaps. A lot of silver here. A lot of nice detailing. Just looks very, very nice. I really, really dig this guy. Very, very cool. And this is not, it's missing a piece like the in the instructions and the picture on the box. This is, you know, there's not two red pieces. It's just the one. So when I took this out, I was like, oh no, it's missing the one. No, it's not. It's in the pictures and everything. It's, yeah, so maybe that's supposed to be like a loudspeaker or a horn or something. I don't know. I don't know fire trucks. I'm sure 1,000 people will tell me the purpose for that. But yeah, he has some nice transclearance lights right here up front with the red and the yellow. Very, very cool. On the back, you get some little ladder detailings and whatnot. Very, very nice. On the underside, you get pretty. You can see like the torso and his legs going on down there. But very, very nicely done. Very, very cool. Of course, it can roll. Rolls very, very well. There is articulation in the ladder itself. The ladder can extend up and down. There is a broken piece on mine, unfortunately. This the post right here that is riveted into this apparently was just too tight, and it just kind of sheared itself off, unfortunately. And I know that will start rage in the comments section. Oh, for how much money you spend to make a burger? It does suck, yeah, but you know, QC happens, not the end of the world, and it doesn't really affect anything in any substantial way, so I'm not mad about it, and that's all that matters. But you can raise the ladder up and down, it can rotate, it can do a full 360. It can extend, boom, boom, it extends to a full 23 inches. That's a lot of extension right there, so that's pretty cool. Of course, he has the big water cannon right here up front. And yeah, very, very cool. I dig it. I dig it very much. Now, we do have a lot of stuff to get through with this guy, so let's just move right along. He does come with this box of stuff here. As you can see, it's a missile rack. And if you want, you can take it, plug it right into this port back here, and give the fire truck a missile rack. Because why not? Dare I say why not? So, yeah, sure. But this big block of stuff does serve a purpose for your other figures, and we're going to get into that right now. So we'll just move Hydrant off to the side, and we're going to bring in our buddies here, Gumball and Warning Line, and yes, Tomahawk. Got it. Still looks like a white bat pod to me, so, you know, hey, Tomahawk all you want, I'm still going to call it a bat pod. I guess since we have these guys in, we'll do the comparison right now. So there he is, with Warning Line and Gumball, so you can see how they look together. So there you have that. And again, the motorcycle's not going to scale with this at all. It never will. We'll bring in Combiner Wars Optimus Prime. Again, my freshly repro labeled Combiner Wars Prime. Again, just so you can see how it scales. So there you have that. Alright, so let's just put this guy to the side again, and we'll bring in Gumball and Warning Line. So basically, in the package, you also get these little bits right here. You get 4 of these, and these pieces are just on hinges, right here, a little red on them. Now what these are for is for when you put them in their foot mode. I should have done this ahead of time. Well, it's alright. It's not like it's hard to put them into their foot mode. Boom, it's done. So basically, what you're going to do is, when he's in his foot mode, or shin mode really is what that actually is, you're going to take his guns, and these pieces right here, I always forget how to do this, how you connect. There are pegs right back here on the back of the foot, and you're going to take these and you're going to plug them in. No, I'm doing it wrong already. I'm doing it wrong already. You want it in this configuration like that. You want that little post sticking out. You want to plug it in like that. And they are a bit tight, so you have to give it a good... There you go. Plug that into one side. Grab another one. Plug it into the other side. And they are quite tight. One thing about this set I will say is some things on this guy are a little tighter than they need to be. Sometimes it's easier to just put it flat and just push it down. I'll just pop it right back into place. The tolerances on this guy I will say is a bit of a complaint because some things are just a bit too tight. But basically you want this going on, and then you just take the guns and you plug them in like that. Plug that in, and then you plug that in, like so. And there you go, and it just fills out the ankle a little bit more. And it doesn't affect the articulation because you do have these on a hinge, so they can move out of the way if you want to use that ankle tilt. So it's cool, so it gives you storage for at least their weapons when they're in their combined mode. So that's nice. And we'll do the same thing for Gumball, just so you can get a sense here. Let's transform him into his foot mode. Done. There we go. It's my transformation noise. Don't make fun of me. Don't you dare make fun of me. That's how I say it. I say ching chung chung king ching chung chung chung. Plug that side in. Plug this side in. Come on. See, I'm actually trying to do this fast, and I'm messing up by trying to be speedy about it. I'm acting like this video is not going to be almost an hour long anyway, but, you know, we'll see what happens. We'll take his guns, unplug them from the armature here, and just do the same thing here. Just plug them in. So, there you go. Again, you can just kind of bulk out the shin a little bit. And this little pack right here, you pop this piece off, and you can actually take this, bring it down, bring that little peg down. You basically want it in this configuration right here, and these two tabs right here will tab into these slots right there, and you just tab that on. Actually, you want this way. My fault. You want this piece facing downward. You're just going to take it and tab it in there, like that. And it basically gives him a little bit more of a, gives him a little bit more of a shin. It just kind of, it fills out that leg a little bit better. Now granted, you can't see that from the front, but, you know, when you have it angled, it does bulk it out quite a bit. So it does serve that purpose there. So there you have two armed up feet. So now instead of needing a great feat of strength, right now what you have is great strength of feet. Do you know what movie that's from? Post in the comments. Come on. It's our movie trivia for today. So there you have that. So we will take Warning Line and put him off to the side because we're still going to need Gumball here because this little assembly right here does serve another purpose. and that is for Gumball's arm mode. Now, these guys can scramble city. I will say that now. These guys can scramble city. I haven't been showing that off because I don't see the point, honestly. I mean, it's nice that they can scramble city, but for me, the whole scramble city thing is kind of pointless because I'm trying to transform his legs here. For me, the whole scramble city thing is kind of pointless because every combiner has a prescribed combination. Like, you know which guy is supposed to be an arm and supposed to be a leg. So for me, it's like, he's always going to be a leg regardless. He will never be an arm after this review. So, you know. It is doable. The instructions don't even tell you how to do it, but they tell you how to put Gumball in his arm mode anyway. And I believe their first aid does also, but basically you're going to transform his legs like you're going into robot mode. So you're just going to take this, flip this back, and whoops, flip that all the way back. You're going to take the feet, and you're going to just flip them up like that. Just make sure you clear that little panel right there, flip that up. And again, I'm just trying to do this quickly for the sake of time, even though I know this is going to be long anyway. But you're going to take these missile sections here, you're going to pop these off, put these off to the side. And what you're going to do is, you're going to take this post right here, you're going to plug it into that port right there. So just take it, plug it in, and then just slot it down into that opening in the leg right there. Same thing here, just plug it in, slot it down. And now you're going to take this piece right here, which has a connector, and this will peg in to the two pieces on either side. Just plug that in, and then put it all together like that. So there you have your connection for the hand. And now you want to bring down the connector piece, which is way too tight again, and I always need a tool to bring this down. There we go. I'm going to bring that down, and you're going to take this piece right here, and again, using those same two tabs, you're going to plug that in right there, just like that, and then you're going to take this post right here, and that will go right into the combination port, if I've done everything correctly. Come on, man. Come on, man. Push that in, and there you go. Then you just rotate it that way. Just kind of clip everything back together because it came apart. And there you go. I believe it's supposed to be, is it this way or this way? I forget. No, I think it's supposed to be this way. And there you basically have his arm mode. And basically that just makes the actual shoulder connection sit a little bit lower, because if it was up here, it would sit up a little too high and look kind of weird. So that basically helps you to set up Gumball's arm mode, if you do in fact want to use him as an arm. I will never use him as an arm, but there you go. I figured I'd show it off since these parts are meant for it. I figured I'd show it off, you know, show off what these pieces are for. So this is the last time Gumball will ever see arm mode again. Ever, ever, ever. So let's just take these off. And just slide them off, pop it off. And just pop it off. And there you go. We'll just throw Gumball here to the side because we don't need him no more. Plug all this back in. And again, you just plug it all back together and make just a big missile rack. So there you go. Alright, so now we will bring in Hydrant and get down to his combine mode. So to do that, you're just going to take the water cannon, take this, put this off to the side for now. You can do the entire transformation with the ladder attached, but honestly, it makes life a lot easier if you just take it off. Yes, I know parts forming the worst toy ever, but honestly, it just makes life a lot easier if you just pop this off and put it off to the side. Because then you don't have that flopping around where you're trying to move everything else around. So, and these little pieces also come in a little baggie, and they just plug in right here. I don't even know what they are. Again, I don't know fire trucks, and I'm sure a million people will tell me what these are for. I don't know what they're for. I know they have these little spiky bits that at one point actually, I don't know if you can see it, actually kind of drew blood on me. So these are kind of dangerous. But yeah, they're there. So basically, here you have the plain hydrants without the ladder. Now you're just going to come here and you're going to unpeg this section right here, like that, and you're just going to pass it through here. You're going to bring that up and just leave it there so it's out of the way. Next, you're going to come here, you're going to untab this section. You're going to bring it down on the double hinge, bring this back up. This tab will tab in right there. Stab that in. And then this assembly right here, you also want to untab this. You see this tabs in right there. Untab that there. And this assembly will come around like that and then bring it up, clasp it together, just like that. Second verse, same as the first. Come here, untab that, bring that down, bring that up. Hey. And then just bring that around like that. And there you have that part all done. You got to come back here. You're going to take these pieces right here. Helps if you untap. Oh, actually, we'll get to that later once we split the legs. You're going to take this section right here. You're going to bring that up. It helps if you rotate the waist a little bit so you have your clearance. Untab this side section right here. Bring that down. See, there's a post right there, port right there. That'll plug in. And then close that up. Untab that. Bring it down. Close that up. There you go. Now, split the legs, which tabbed in really tight. There we go. Everything's too tight on this guy, I will say. It's my only complaint. You want to take this section right here, bring it down, bring it to the back, rotate it, and then don't snap it off the ball joint. Don't do that. That's the first time I've done that. There we go. But that will sit right behind the leg like that. Second verse, same as the first. Just bring that around. Actually, you want to bring it up first and then rotate it. Then bring it up. And there you go. You want to take this entire assembly right here and rotate it 180. Just like that. And once you have that done, you can take the hips, bring them up at this joint, and then bring the leg back down at this joint. Just like that. And once you've done that, you're going to take this whole part of the leg and bring it up like that. Make sure it clicks into place right there. Now it's locked, and that reveals your combiner peg right there. Second verse, same as the first. Bring that up, bring that down, and then bring this up. Make sure it clicks into place. And there you have your combined mode hips all done. And then you can take this piece right here, the crotch plate, you can bring that out on those ball joints. You take this red panel right here, just take it, flip it down, just like that. Now comes the kind of tricky, kind of annoying parts where they didn't take clearances into account here. You want to take this whole section, you want to split it, bring it down like that. Now you're going to rotate the arm here, and then you are going to, then what are you going to do? Yes, and you're going to bring it up, you're going to bring it back up like that, and then just bring the blue section down, like that. Do the same thing here, just rotate that around, bring that up, only bring the blue section back down. There are two clips right here. They are on very, very tight joints. Well, actually, this one's not so bad. I could bring this one up easily. But it's a little clip here that will just join these two pieces together. So just take that, push that down. This one is super, super tight. Oh, wow. I think it's actually loosened up a bit. Every time I've had to do this, I've used a screwdriver to kind of get that loose. But, hey, I guess it's loosening up on me. Oh, not now. Come on. Just bring that over. Push it down, and there you go. That will clip those two halves together. And now, I'm getting tired. Now comes the really fun part, and by fun I mean not so much, but you'll see when we get to it. You want to untab this black section right here, and just bring it down. You'll see it's on a little slider here. You just want to bring it down, bring it out, and you want to make sure that this piece is facing down, like that. And what else? You want to fold down this little panel right here. I always forget to do that, but there you go. You want to flip that out. So now, this is on a double hinge right here. So you're going to take it, you're going to bring it out and over like that, and then slide it so it's now covering that panel behind it. Now, here's the tricky part. You're basically going to bring this around. You have to clear this post right here. This post will end up plugging into this port right here. It takes a bit of doing because there's not a lot of clearance, and you do end up kind of having to pull this panel out as you're trying to do it, and it is a bit scary. But it is doable. And it does help if you kind of bring this section out as well. It kind of helps to kind of guide it in. And there you go. Locked into place. So now you're going to bring that down. And you'll see here there's a post right here that'll plug into the port right there. Actually, before you do that, one thing I forgot to do. You want to take the front section here of the fire truck, untab it, and bring it around. It'll tab in back here. So now bring that in. That will tab into the side. And there you have one side of his chest. Same thing here. Let's do this first because I forgot. Untab that, bring it around, tab it into the back, and there we go again. So just going to slide that down, bring it out, bring that down, and again use that double hinge, bring it to the forefront, slide it like that. Don't forget to flip out this little thing right here. And then again, you know, it does make it easier if you bring this arm out. And then it helps you kind of guide it in. And I got it? No, maybe not. I don't know. Oh, I don't know. I got it. Nope, maybe. That. Nope. This is kind of a pain in the butt to do. I will say. This is one thing that I don't find very fun. Because, like I said, I think this is an instance where I didn't take, there it goes, I didn't take clearance into account. So there you go. They have that tabbed in, and there you go. They have that all done. And now you're just going to come back here, and you're going to fish out the combined mode head. Right here, you're going to rotate it at that joint right there. And this tab will tab in right there. So lock that in place. Now you can bring this up, and these posts will plug in right here. Like that. And now you can bring the ladder back in. You want to undo these clips right here. Just bring them out to the side. And you're just going to take the ladder and you're going to shift it back on this double hinge right here. So just shift it back like that. Again, I have to bring this one back manually because the post broke. So you want it in this configuration like that. And now you can take it and plug this into the back. Oh, and you just want to flip out the little combiner pegs right there. And there you go. And you're not seeing it because he's kind of big. But there you have the torso of Defensor. And I do like it. I like it. It looks cool. It's nice and blocky and chunky, just like the G1 version. So they're keeping with the aesthetic of the G1 version, and I dig that. Yeah, getting closer on the head sculpt. Nice head sculpt. Very cool. Nice silver paint. He does have some good light piping going on, as you can see. Very nice. Very cool. I dig it, and it'll be really, really awesome. I can't wait to see what this is all going to look like when it's all put together, because I haven't even put all these together yet. So I can't wait to see these guys all put together myself. So there you have that. Like that. So there you go. There you have the torso mode of Prometheus, not Defensor. Very cool. I dig it. I dig it very much. So there you have that. So now let's just get down to robot mode. So again, makes life a lot easier if you just take this off. Put that off to the side. And getting to robot mode is fairly simple. So just going to unplug that. Unplug this. Rotate it back around. Tuck it back in its little cubby hole there. There you go. You can bring that back up. Peg that back in. And now, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? We'll do the legs now, I think. Or not. I don't know. Actually, no. We'll work on the arms here. So now you want to undo all this hard work that you've already done. Unpeg all that. It's actually easier to unpeg it than it is to peg it back together. Unpeg all that. Come on. There you go. You want to undo the clips right here. Just undo that one. Let me see if I can do this one without using the tool. Maybe not. Maybe not. Come on. That's really tight. But there you have that. So you want to take these, bring it up, and just basically bring that whole assembly down. You want to bring this up, and you're going to take the combiner peg, and you're going to bring it over, because this is what will lock this whole assembly together. So take that, bring it down, and that locks all that together, which is a pretty nice touch here. So after you've done that, you're just going to take the arms and extend them right there, just like that, and bring it down on that ratchet. This piece right here, you're just going to bring it back out like that, and there's a post right there that'll plug into that port right there. So just take it, just slide this whole shoulder section in, and tab it in like that. And you're just going to take the hand, wiggle it out, grab him by his fingers here, pull the hand out, and after you pull that hand out, you're going to take it and you're actually going to slide it inward like that, and that will lock it into place. I'll keep it from sliding back up, which is a neat little touch there. So same thing here, just bring that up, bring that down, flip that in to lock that into place, extend the arm, this one's tight, there we go, bring that down, and just take all this, bring it out, bring it to the side, slide that in, make sure that plugs in there. Take this, bring it out, slide it inward, like that, and there you got the arms all done. It probably still come unpegged, but honestly that comes unpegged for a reason. There is a purpose behind that. You just want to take this chest plate, bring it up, rotate it, and bring it back down. That will make his chest plate. So what else we's going to do? You want to take this entire assembly, rotate it 180, just like that. You're just going to take the legs, you're going to grab them, and you're going to extend them back out. It's easy to just grab it and just pull it down like that. And then you can extend the leg the rest of the way down like that. And then you just take the foot and fold it out, and that will bring out the heel spur with it. And there you go, they got the legs all done. Well, a leg. Second verse, same as the first, just grab a hold and yank. There you go. That's really the best way to do it. Just grab a hold and yank. And do that. There you go. And you want to take this section here, you just want to raise it up for clearance, and you're going to rotate the waist, not at this upper joint, you're going to rotate it at this lower joint here. Just like that. So you want to make sure this stays on his back. So you're just going to take these panels right here and just kind of fold them in like that. And there you go. Let's get them into a stance here. And once you've done that, just grab his head, pop it up, lock into place. Kind of hard to get a good grip on it. Come on. There we go. I'll lock into place right there. And of course he's a tall boy, so I gotta raise the camera a bit. He's a big boy. He's had his vitamins. So there we go. Once you have all that done, you can take the ladder, plug it back onto his back. Like so. Make sure that gets a clearance. And it's nice too because it serves as like a tripod, so it makes him even more stable. I mean, he's already stable, but that makes him even more stable. And there you go. There you have Hydrant in his robot mode, and he is big and boxy and blocky and chunky, and I really dig it. I don't know why, but I really dig this design. I think it's really, really cool. I really dig this design. Very nicely done. And close here on the head sculpt. Very nice head sculpt there. Looks very good. Nice silver. Again, very nice blue light piping going on there. Like I said, I like the design. I just like how just blocky and chunky and imposing he is. It's just really, really cool. I really dig it. Now, one thing you can do in Defensor mode, you can do it in this mode too. You can open up these panels right here, and he totally has shin missiles. And that's awesome. And when he's in Defensor mode, he has thigh missiles. And that's gangsta. That's gangsta right there. So, he has that. And if you want, you can take this little missile rack thing and just kind of rotate this around and bring it up like that, and you can plug it back here. Not that you can see what I'm doing, but plug it right in here on the ladder, and you can totally have just a big missile rack right there. Why not? Dare I say why not? Hey, you can do whatever you want. Now you're left with this piece right here, which is, you can see, used to be a water cannon, but on this side is a Gatling gun, and that becomes his signature weapon. Just bring that post up, bring that around like that. This is the handle for the combined mode. You just fold that back up like that, and there you go. He's got a big freaking Gatling gun, chain gun thing of murder justice, and that's pretty cool. And he can wield it. Actually, before I put this in his hand, let's go into articulation. Articulation-wise, his head can rotate a full 360. The arms can do a full 360. They can go in and out at this joint, but they can also move at this joint right here. And what's nice is that this whole assembly right here will move out of the way to accommodate the outward movement, which is nice. So you have that. You do have a bicep swivel. You do have 90 degrees there of movement at the elbow. He does have wrist swivels. His hands can open and close. He does have a waist joint. Legs can go forward. It can go back. Nice clickety-clackety joints in and out. You do get a thigh swivel. 90 degrees of bend there at the knee, even with all that chunk on him. And his feet, well, the front part of his feet anywhere, are on a nice ball joint. So you can get some good tiltage going on there. So there you have that. So now we're going to arm him up. And we're going to plug this into his hand. You just want to undersling this part right here. It is a bit of a chore, I will say that, but it is totally doable. So just plug that in like that. There we go. Plug that in. Close his arm up. And then bring the other arm in. Let's rotate that up in his hand. And we'll just plug this in. Just like that. Close it up. And there you go. This is just kind of the quick way of doing it. You can actually get him in a good aiming pose, but it does take a bit of fiddling. But there he goes. With his big old gun of murder, death, justice. Which is pretty cool. I dig it. I dig it very much. I love it. I love it. I love it. He's a very cool toy. I really dig this guy. Now, for comparison, here he is with Combiner Wars Prime. So you can see how they look together. You stand, man. You stand. You stand like a Prime. There you go. You can see how they look together. You can see he is a big, chunky bot. Slightly taller at the head. Like, yeah, you're like 3/4 of a head taller than Prime. You just see just how much more mass he has. So yeah, that, and we'll bring in his partners here that we have so far. We'll bring in the Batpod, Warning Line, and Gumball. So you can see how the team is shaping up. It's looking good. It's looking good. I dig it. I dig it. I dig it very much. So, there you have that. So, yeah. I really dig this guy. He's honestly, like, he's a very cool toy. I love the design. I know the fact that he is so, like, blocky and chunky might put people off, but honestly, I think he's really cool. Very cool design. You know, I'm really looking forward to slapping all these guys together and having a full, not Defensor, but he's a really cool toy. The only gripe I have about this figure is that some things are just, not some things, almost everything is like a little too tight you know, and just some of the clearance issues. Those are my only real gripes. It's nothing that kills my enjoyment of the toy, but it's still, I really like him. He's neat, and he just looks awesome. I just love how blocky and chunky he is. He's just very imposing looking, and I dig him. I dig him very much. So, if you would like a hydrant of your own or any of the individual Prometheus figures, you can check out BigBadToyStore.com for availability. And I think that's pretty much it. So don't forget to check out M Games, check out Lori Plan, follow me on Twitter, all of that good stuff down in the description below. And I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So there is the TFC Toys Hydrant. And this is MGO saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud, palm in your face. Over here, we got a man down. Here I come! Whoa! Oh no! Don't worry, sir. Help is on the way. You call this help?